Hey guys, Mindy here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mindy Simi. Today I am going to be doing a speed build of a floral shop that I decided to build in my new town of Newcrest. I am also going to be starting a new series called Let's Build Newcrest, and I definitely really wanted to talk to you during this video instead of just like putting music to the background. Um, because I wanted to let you know the last LP that I was doing when we had the update, the most recent update, I lost that file. It just kept telling me that it was a corrupt file, and it was really frustrating. I don't have any mods, I don't have any CCs, so I'm really not sure what it was that corrupted that file, why it was corrupted. I spent so much time Googling and trying to figure it out, and I couldn't retrieve that file. So I don't know what's up with that. I was really disappointed, and it made me kind of feel like, man, I'm just really not made for LPs, I guess, because it seems like any LP I do, it just kind of drops off, or I feel like it starts to get boring after a while. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I can be overly critical of myself, that's for sure. But I definitely don't want to do something that I find not fun. Like, I don't, like, why would you want to do that? I don't want my hobby to become a chore, if that makes sense. So I briefly mentioned before in the past, I think in one of my LPs, that after we got seasons, I started playing with a family on my own. I wasn't recording or anything, and I actually built them a house called the Bright Blue, which there's actually the tour of that house on my channel, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. And that was the Falls family that I was playing with. I was having such a good time, and they recently moved to Newcrest. And I was like, okay, I definitely need to take a break and just step back from LPs right now because I'm getting frustrated and it's making me not want to play the game, and I'm not really feeling into it. So I was like, well, here's what I'm gonna do. The Falls family just moved to Newcrest. I'm currently working on their house, and I didn't do a speed build of their house, and I really wish that I did, but I didn't. And I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and just build up Newcrest. And then by the time Newcrest is furnished with community lots and other homes and other sims, then that should have given me ample time to just take a break from my LPs for a while and, just do the speed builds, and then by then I can jump back into it. So that's kind of my plan for everything, and I think it's going to work out really well. This is me building the floral shop right here, which is called, oh, what did I call it? Flora's Floral Shop. Flora's Floral Shop, I think is what it's called. Flora's Floral Shop, and this is available on the gallery for you to download on your game. My ID is Mindy1990, that's MINDII 1990, so you can go ahead and search there, or you can search Flora's Flower Shop and that will pop up. Now another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys with that I'm really excited about is, on top of doing the Let's Build Newcrest, I also, in the same save, so they're all together, I also built up a lot of Willow Creek. Well, when I say build up, what I mean is I got on the gallery and downloaded a ton of your guys' houses, and I'm hoping to do a tour of Willow Creek soon because it's absolutely beautiful. I downloaded so many gorgeous Victorian houses, and I wrote down the creators of those houses, so you'll all be getting a recognition in that video. It's great. I love it. Like, I am just baffled with some of the stuff that you guys do, and particularly the Pancake family. I moved them on a street, and, well, I didn't move them. They're living, if you know where they live in Willow Creek, I put a bunch of like Victorian houses over there. So basically every house lot is Victorian houses, and they look like townhome Victorian houses. And I am telling you, the Pancake family, their house is absolutely beautiful where it sits on the street. I love it. I did take some screenshots of it. But I think I am gonna do like a tour. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. Like, I'm maybe they have. I'm sure they have, but I don't know if that's like weird or not. But I am gonna do a tour of that world, just showing everything that I've done in Willow Creek and the houses that you guys build, because I absolutely love it. And I just thought that it would be really great because if I use a lot of your guys' houses or your community builds on top of the houses that I'm doing speed builds for in Newcrest, I think it's going to be so much fun. It's going to add a lot of like just interesting pieces to the game because we're going to be able to go different places and check out just the different things that people have done. We can go visit some of your guys' houses, and yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's just going to add like that fun element to the game. I always loved being able to create my own lots, my own houses, and then having my Sims go to them and see that, you know, they fully work. And yeah, I just love that. That's one of my favorite things about The Sims. So I am really excited about this, and I'm just gonna be popping out speed builds like nobody's business here because I just feel like I needed that break from the LPs, and I needed to just kind of gather myself a little bit and before I jump back into something else. But the Falls family is great. So the mom, her name is Ginger Falls. She is married to Mac Falls, and they have a little daughter named Clara Falls. And Ginger Falls is I'm gonna do a formal introduction, so don't worry. Like, don't try to like remember all their names or whatever, because that's, you know, you don't have to worry about that. I am going to do a proper introduction. But Ginger Falls is basically a stay-at-home mom, and this was right after I got seasons that I started playing with them. And I absolutely loved it because Claire at the time was a toddler, and it would storm really bad, and she was so afraid of the storms. But because Ginger was a stay-at-home mom, I would have her like read books and do cards with Clara, and yeah, she just, like, it was just so cozy to, like, sit at my house, like, with a blanket wrapped around me and my cup of tea and just, like, see my Sims be all cozy there. I definitely love that about seasons. So another thing is I don't do a lot of speed builds, and the reason for that is because I feel like I spend way too much time on the little details, like, as you see me doing right now. Eventually, I take all those plants off of those shelves. I'm not kidding you. I really do. So, like, I try not to waste my time and I try not to waste your time, but, like, I really feel like it's the little details that are the most important. But sometimes I'm afraid that you guys are not gonna want to sit and watch me mess around with a bunch of little details. But at the same time, you know, I was like, I think I'm just gonna go for it because the thing is it's the little details that make it what it is and make it, you know, make it mine, make it personal, and just make it look a little bit more interesting. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was doing with the little details. And so you do, you do see me kind of mess around, not mess around, I just tried different things out and I wanted to see what worked better, and I went back and forth a few times trying to decide what, you know, where I wanted to place things or what I wanted to go where. Now, if you do buy this Flora's Flower Shop, if you buy it, if you do download it from the gallery, you can take this stuff that I put off on the shelves, or you can take it off and have your sim replace it with stuff that they have created, particularly the flower arrangements. And yeah, that way you can have like your own little spot there, and it's not just stuff that I got. A lot of the stuff that I got there from the debug cheat. So yeah, I don't know, sometimes that stuff can be really glitchy, so I tried to be pretty careful in what I laid down. But yeah, I mean, overall it turned out nice. I really like, my favorite part is the patio, which you'll see you'll see me add toward the end of the build, and I really like how that turned out because I stuck some patio furniture out there. Like, maybe they sell patio furniture too. I know a lot of, like, not necessarily like floral shops, but like gardening centers will have like furniture as well. Also, so in the greenhouse that I attached to this, I don't know if you guys have been struggling with this, but I've had struggles with spacing between my planter boxes, and I don't know why. I don't know if that's just like another thing that happened with Um, I don't know if that's another thing that happened with when seasons came out. I feel like there was definitely a lot of glitches, but before it seemed like I could put my planter boxes right next to each other and my Sims would use them. However, it seems like lately they can't get anywhere, so I do apologize if you have to respace some of those planter boxes. I did my best, and I wanted to make sure that they were like spaced good for you guys so your Sims could just hop in and use them. But again, I do apologize if that's not the case. I also couldn't figure out what was with that shadow right where I'm putting those. I don't know what that was. At first I thought it was because I sized it up, because sometimes if you notice some of the things that you size up will have like a weird shadow behind it, but I didn't. I sized it up at first and then I just put the normal piece there, so I don't know what was going on with that. I do apologize about that as well. Um, yeah, I don't know what was up with that. And like my lighting's pretty ample in there, so yeah. But I'm really pleased with how this turned out. In the back, I end up doing like a whole garden area, and I put like bathrooms out there, and I put Patchy the Scarecrow out there so he can help you garden when you're really busy, or I don't know, like whatever the case may be, or you can just use him as a slave. I don't know. I don't know what you guys do. Like, do whatever you want. But yeah, overall, like I am pretty pleased with this build, and I'm really excited. Now this has been play tested and it works just fine. Other than the gardening, like the actual like flower plants, I forgot to completely check those out, which doesn't make sense because it's a flower shop, so you would think that I would have done that, but I didn't. And again, I do apologize for that if for some reason they don't work, but you should just be able to like space them out enough. And I was really frustrated when I was doing the gardening career because I thought that I could have just a whole bunch of planter boxes in my greenhouse, but that wasn't the case. Like, I had this huge greenhouse and I couldn't get enough planter boxes in there to really sustain my sim financially. And that was a little bit frustrating because I was like, my greenhouse is bigger than my sim's actual house. And yeah, I don't know. Like, it just seems like with the gardening career, like, you really have to have like a ton of plants to actually make money. I feel like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, how you feel about the gardening career. I do like it overall. I just I don't know. I just feel like my Sims don't make enough money doing it. So I also added in those little hanging lights. They're like the wire ones that came with the fitness stuff pack. I really like those because they just remind me of like an outdoorish type light. Outdoorish? Outdoorsy? It's definitely not outdoorish. Outdoorsy type lights, I guess, because they're like, I don't know, like a wire type rack, and I really like those, and I thought that they would go really great with kind of the feel of the floral shop as a whole. And I'm trying to think, there is room upstairs. I didn't do anything upstairs, but I also didn't add a staircase. So if your sim just wants to purchase this as a lot, of course they still have to purchase a home lot, but they can just basically live on this lot. But I thought that that would make a great like one or even a two-bedroom apartment if you could get it to fit in there for your sim if they want to live above their business, which I really wish was still, I know it's possible to do, you just don't go home. I just wish that like it was still possible to do, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I wish that it was legally, I guess, possible to do, to own a business and a house, like, or like a restaurant or a flower shop or something underneath your apartment. Because I know a lot of people, like, around where I live do that, so it would just be really cool. But like I said, I know that it can be done. You still have to have like a basic home lot, and then you just don't ever go home. So I know that's possible to do. It's just frustrating because like all of your bills and everything go there, but no big deal. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I did leave a blank area above the flower shop for that case, or for that reason, I guess is what I meant to say. Yeah, so this is the garden area, or the greenhouse area, and this was another thing that I felt like I spent so much time just like working on the little details. I don't know why. And I remember there were a couple times I was looking for, what was I looking for here? I was looking for something in particular, and I just had to like walk away. I was like, no, I can't find it. I don't know. Like, I spend so much time on the little things, and yeah, and here's me like respacing them because I'm like, that's not a lot of plants in there, but I'm not sure that your Sims are going to be able to get through to actually garden if they have enough room to actually garden through all those. So I'm not sure. I think it's like half a square. But see, also before Seasons came out, I felt like there were they were able to get through on half a square. Like my Sims never had any gardening problems, but now they can't. Anyways, I do eventually kind of get this a little bit sorted out, and I also stick like a beekeeper box in there. So you can sell honey, and yeah. And then I love these little like walls of plants that I did, because it just reminds me of like when somebody has like a garden in their kitchen with like herbs and spices and stuff. I really like that. And then I just stuck like a watering can and a basket right there. Some of those are from the hidden objects, some of them are from the debug object. So yeah, you just want to make sure that, I don't know if those will be replaced actually if you download that. I'm gonna have to look into that. If they are replaced, I do apologize for that. I know I used some watering cans, I used some rakes, and like the garden catcher thing, the big like honking thing that kind of looks like a leaf blower. I used that in there, and obviously the flowers that I stuck on the shelves I used are from the debug. So I do apologize if those are replaced in your game. I don't know, like I really don't know if they will be or not. I know you definitely want to have your move objects on, just because of some of the places that I've stuck stuff, so definitely be sure that you're doing that as well. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this build. I had a lot of fun with it, just playing it, you know, in my game, and here I am building the patio, and I love the patio because it's just like a great outdoor area. Yeah, but anyways, I don't know, like I just really love it. I really love it, and I'm really excited because I was thinking maybe little Clara from the LP that I'm going to be doing in Newcrest eventually would maybe own a flower shop, or maybe eventually down the line maybe one of her kids would own the flower shop. I don't know. My Sims are still in their young adult life, so we still have lots of growing to do before that happens, and I'm really excited. This is definitely a lot that we're going to be checking out. I also am currently working on a bakery, which is absolutely gorgeous, and it's not right next to this place, but it's on like a lot down. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys that. I think that's just going to be a tour too, because I didn't record it when I started building it, because again I was just worried about all the small details that I do. Like, do you guys do that? Like, is it just me? Because I feel like I spend so much time putting stuff down and then moving it around and then picking it up, eventually replacing it, and then replacing that with what I had to begin with. I don't know, like, do you guys do that, or is it just me? Because I really feel like there's something wrong with me. I spend so much time on just the little things, and I don't know, like, to me I feel like it's worth it because it really is the small details that make it like mine, make it more personal, and make it really neat and interesting to look at. But I don't know, at the same time, I feel like if you guys are watching this, you're probably like, what are you doing? Stop. And I don't know, I guess I'm just really undecisive about that, but I don't know, let me know in the comments. Do you guys do that? Do you spend a lot of time on the small things, or do you basically, when you build something, do you already have stuff in mind for how it's gonna go, or what do you think it's gonna look like? I don't know. I feel like I like to think that I have stuff in mind when I'm originally building, like I know what I'm gonna put where, but I don't think it always turns out that way, and then I get kind of hung up or caught up on the little things. So I put this seller's table out there because I thought it was like really neat. A lot of times if you go to like, well, like a garden area in a store or like just a local flower shop, they typically have just displays of flowers everywhere, and I thought that that would look really cute out front for you to put some flowers on if your customers wanted to check those out too. Or yeah, or like I thought maybe like that would be a great table, like if you did some things at home, like if you didn't always make your flower arrangements at work, that it would be really great to like bring your flower arrangements from home. Or if you had a child who was like practicing flower arrangements, you could sell their flowers outside and your flowers inside. I don't know. Like I have all these really great ideas, and I don't know. I'm really excited, but I also am currently, well, I told you, okay, so I told you that I'm working on a bakery. Attached to the bakery is a coffee shop. And then I think I'm gonna do like definitely a clothing store and like a grocery store, like a small, maybe like a local grocery store type thing. I don't know. I don't know exactly like what my plans are for downtown, but those are kind of some ideas that I have, and I'm gonna get a bowling alley, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, currently I am playing like a runaway teen, and I've had so much fun with her as well. Um, yeah, that's been really fun. I've never like, and I'm not really like doing the challenge. I'm just like playing like as a teenager, but like she has her friends over all the time, and yeah, I really like it. Anyways, so we are coming to the end of the video. You're gonna see me, of course. What I'm doing now is all gonna end up changed in the end. But stick around for the screenshots at the end. You guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification and you'll be notified anytime I upload something new. Be on the lookout for new speed builds while we build up Newcrest, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.